When I was 12 years old, I had one of the most shocking dreams of my life. I dreamt the local church I used to attend to was under attack and one of the pastors was killed. And I distinctly remember telling my father about it as everything felt so real. And surely enough, a few days later, the inevitable happened. That pastor died. And it's hard to describe my emotional state back then, but I was afraid, puzzled, and surprised all at the same time. And from then on, there was always a question running in the background of my mind. Can dreams really predict the future? Well, one thing is certain. After this experience, I started taking dreams with the seriousness they deserve. But it was only 15 years later that I discovered there was a legit method developed by Carl Jung for dream interpretation. Today, I want to share my findings. And if you're looking for a step-by-step for Jungian dream interpretation, you can join my newsletter down below. I'll send you a copy of my book Pistis, Demystifying Jungian Psychology, in which I cover the entirety of Carl Jung's work, as well as his dream interpretation method. That said, let's start by examining two key psychological principles that help us uncover the purpose of dreams. Firstly, the unconscious is fascinating because it operates with laws completely distinct from the conscious mind. Instead of being bound by a causalistic and linear notion of time, the unconscious is timeless and has a more systemic and circular nature. Also, the unconscious is structured around complexes and archetypes, which evoke the famous patterns of behavior. And this means that the unconscious can pick up on several signs unavailable to conscious awareness. But I will admit that there is a mystery about dreams that's impossible to reconcile with traditional science, and despite following a method, it often feels more like an ancient art. Now, one thing that makes Jungian psychology unique is the fact that Jung structured his ideas as an attempt to support the paradox between the causalistic standpoint proposed by Freud and the constructive standpoint proposed by Adler. So simply put, the causal model is always looking at the past, seeking to understand the causes and the ultimate why behind something. Whereas the constructive method seeks to understand the purpose and goal behind something. Instead of being past-oriented, it is future-oriented. And here's what Jung says. The causal standpoint merely inquires how the psyche has become what it is, as we see it today. The constructive standpoint asks how, out of this present psyche, a bridge can be built into its own future. So the psyche has a paradoxical nature, and if we want to get the full picture, we must reconcile two opposite and complementary questions. Why does it happen, and to what purpose does it happen? This means we can't interpret dream symbols only seeking to understand the origins or story behind it, but realize the unconscious has a creative nature. It points to new developments and contains the seeds of everything we are yet to become. In other words, the psyche is constantly creating its own future. Now, to illustrate my point, I want to share two examples involving breakups. So the first one is about a client who was having troubles with his girlfriend. He was doing everything he could to keep the relationship, but everything felt rocky and unstable. So he dreamt 3 times within 2 months that he was single. And shortly after the last dream, his girlfriend ended things with him. But because of these dreams, we had already explored many of his relationship patterns. And he gained a lot of insight. So instead of feeling crushed by the breakup, he felt ready to let go and quickly recovered from it. Now, the second one is about a client who dreams that a guy she's been seeing cheats on her, and in the end, all she's left with is his dog. Unfortunately, 2 weeks later, she discovers the cheating was true and the relationship inevitably ends. But what about the dogs? Well, to her, the dogs symbolize having a family and a stable life, something she had been rejecting for a long time. So after exploring this dream, she finally understood why she was constantly seeking unavailable partners, as she herself was emotionally closed and afraid of commitment. So after this realization, she reassessed her values, changed her attitude about dating, and finally found someone stable. So what's interesting about this dream is that they are future-oriented, and they prepare them for something. That's why when we look at dream symbols, we must inquire about their purpose, what relevant information they want to bring to conscious awareness, and what kind of development they're pointing to. Because dreams not only reveal deeply ingrained patterns, but also uncover new pathways. And if you want to learn more about the mechanics of dream interpretation, you should watch the next video.